It is Kentucky Sports Radio, now joined in studio for the first time by our man, UK returning player Brandon Garrison. How we doing, everybody? Yes. Brandon, how are you?
I'm doing good.
All right, you got to pull that microphone up so we can hear you there. Yes, go. You doing well?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. It is, online, everybody says it's Brandon Garrison time. Are you ready now for Brandon Garrison time?
No, for sure. Excited for this upcoming year. Excited to return and ready for the fans to show love again.
Drew, look at that. Look at you got the chain. And
oh, yeah.
He's
got the fit going.
Yeah. So, Brandon, we don't have a ton of time with you, so I just want to go into it. Made the decision to come back. Talk to me about why you did that. And, nowadays people can go wherever they want. Made the decision to come back here.
No, for sure. I'll say it start with Coach Pope, just his loyalty, his 2-year plan that he talks about with me. And, it's going to be my
what was his 2-year plan? When he recruited you initially, said a 2-year plan?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So when he first came out to my house for the visit, we talked about 2-year plan, not rushing the process, I'll say, and just knowing who I'm going to be playing along with. He brought Amari in and told me to process it with him and how I'm going to get better with him just in practice and overall, I said.
So you always considered this to be a 2-year process?
Yes. Ever since he recruited me, that's the first thing he had brought up to me. So.
Gotcha. Well, that makes sense. Now, last year. Well, let's talk about last year, and then we'll go into this year. Last year, one of the revelations to me was that you could shoot from outside. There was a period you were leading the team in 3-point percentage. Has that always been a part of your game? I feel like you got the freedom to throw it up there.
Yeah, I'll say I've always been able to shoot, but I feel like Coach Pope helped me gain the confidence, I'll say, and just getting reps up in practice and after practice, stuff like that. But, he told me just as long as I shoot, I got to hold my follow through, and if it goes in or not, he's not tripping on it. So.
A lot of times with big guys, especially big guys who've not been given that green light before, they do look timid about it. I never thought you looked timid about it. Is that something that Mark Pope says, hey, if you're open, fire? Is that why you kind of have that confidence?
Yeah, not for sure. He likes to get up a lot of threes, so he allows 1 through 5 to shoot. But he says as long as you own your shot, then he lets you shoot it and have the free will to shoot the threes.
He said at one of the postseason games, one of the NCAA tournament games, something like Brandon Garrison has the most confidence in himself, even if he shouldn't, or something like that. What did you think of that?
He helped me build that confidence, and I feel like you just got to have confidence when you're out there on the floor. You can't overthink stuff, and if you do, then stuff not going to go your way, I'll say. So just having the confidence on the floor will help you out.
My favorite part of your game is that you are significantly better than I was at basketball, but you have that. Because if that weren't the case, you wouldn't be in here. But you have I don't want to say a temper, but you're not going to take anything from anybody. So you had the situation. We saw you go at it with other players. We saw you go at it with the crowd. You seem to, especially L's down against Louisville. You seem to especially. There's something about Oklahoma that seems to get under your skin a little bit. Well, talk to me about that.
Oh, yeah, everybody's seen. I just feel like, me being from there, going back home, just excited to be there. Things got chippy, but I feel like it's just part of basketball. Nothing just was intentionally done, but things got rowdy that game, and we came out with the dub. So that's
just a part of basketball. I mean, they were – Amari Williams carried you back to the bench. I mean, you got into it, right?
Yeah, just some words was, my temper was up. Wasn't really thinking.
Do you have a temper?
I'll say not just a bad temper. I'll say, but on the court, it's just.
You like to talk trash?
Yeah, for sure.
I love that you talk trash. What does that get you into the game to do that?
I'll say it helps me get going. It's just a part of the game. I don't even notice I do it sometimes. I always been that type of player.
Yeah. So when you played that game at Oklahoma, I mean those 2 Oklahoma games were unbelievable. And of course, Ortega played there. Yeah. I mean, was there just more juice in those games, both in the tournament and down there?
Yeah, like I said, just me being from there, Ortega used to play there. I feel like it just brung more juice. Coach talked about it. He know how it was going to be, and I just feel like we all knew how the game was going to turn out and how the vibes and energy was going to be.
When you look back at last season, what are going to be the things, when you're 25, Pope always talks about when you have grandkids, you're going to talk about this. He says that all the time. What are going to be the things you remember most about last year's season?
Oh yeah, first just the teammates I played with, how they taught me a lot of things, how we connected, and just our first year going, making March Madness and going as deep as we did. So those are some of the memories.
What's your favorite game?
I'll probably say the Oklahoma game at Oklahoma.
Yeah, well, I would think so. I think that's probably going to be everybody's. All right, you got Colin Chandler, Trent Noah definitely coming back. Otega probably comes back. We'll see what happens with the draft. But then you got all these new guys, and we're having to learn who they are. What do you know about your teammates next year?
Oh, yeah. I don't know them all, Going to have to get used to them, reach out to them and stuff. But Coach was telling me some of them coming this weekend, so hopefully I can connect with them, and just feel like they put together a group. I
mean, it's deep. Yep. Like there's a lot of dudes. I mean, you just like you had to battle last year with Amari. You're going to have you got guys coming in next year. Diabate. We got what's our Croatian's name? You always see
Andreas Jelic.
Jelic. Are you excited for that competition?
Yeah, no, for sure. That's just one of the things Coach Pope talked to me about. Just having more guys in practice to go against. We didn't have that last year, so just having that this year, I feel like it'll make us all better.
I mean, it's 12 guys. It's a deep run. I'm sure as part of your decision making to come back, you sat down with Mark Pope. What did he say to you about this year's team and about what to expect?
Yeah, first he just brought up I gotta get that leader role, and just the group of guys he bring in, just teach them how things run around here, how the offense work, and just all the little things like that we sat down and talked about.
You're going to be the old man now.
Yeah.
Like it's you and Otega are going to be like, as Mario would say, the unks on the team, right? Are you ready to embrace that role of, you're going to be the grizzled veteran that talks about, hey, over here on campus is this, et cetera?
No, yeah, for sure. It's just another role I got to step into, since all the other guys is going. So I'm excited to step into the role.
All right, so let's talk for a second about Mark Pope. Mm-hmm. All right, so when I see Mark Pope, I think you tell me if these are all adjectives that are correct. He seems like really smart. Is he really smart?
Yeah, for sure. Just like yesterday, we had a little meeting and he was just saying big words I didn't really understand.
Yeah, do you remember one of those words?
I really don't know how to pronounce them. I say.
I like
beautiful,
that. Okay.
incredible.
He says beautiful a lot. Do you ever go look at him and go, "Hey, man, not everything can be beautiful."
Yeah, but it's just a part of him. I just kind of got used to it, and yeah.
So he also seems like a guy who has a basketball answer for everything. I mean, do you get that sense like every situation he's always got something new coming up?
Yeah, no, for sure. I feel like just him being a coach and him playing basketball all his life is just a part of, his nature.
I love him, and we're close to the same age. And I can say this because I resemble it. He also seems like he's a little bit goofy and a little, I want to say dorky, but maybe a little bit. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I'll say goofy for sure. Just I feel like that's just a part of him too, and it just brings out his personality.
Does it make you all laugh like when he does goofy stuff like that?
Yeah, or at least all the guys used to laugh and make jokes. I don't know if it should make him feel good or what, but
so is he the kind of guy you can give a hard time to?
Oh yeah, for sure. He can take it, because he gives us a hard time. So I feel like this past year we gave him a lot of hard time just in practice, film or just seeing him around, walking around.
What team, for us, like Louisville, Tennessee, tend to be the teams that we rival with the most? Is there one team where you're like, I'm not going to say you hate them, but you're like, we've got to beat them, besides Oklahoma, because obviously that was one?
I'll probably say Louisville just because of big rivalry, and how it always been around here. So I'll probably say that.
Could you feel that? Like when you played Louisville? I mean, we want that game more than anybody. For you, it's just another team. Yeah. But could you feel that like everybody's like, you got to win this game?
Yeah, no, for sure. Just since I got here, that's the first team they talked about. Like they wiped all the other teams. They just said, I got to beat Louisville, and Tennessee was one of them. So just when we came up on that game, I just felt the energy, the vibes and how much it meant to win for the fans.
And next year, those might be 2 preseason top 5 teams because they've got a great line, and you're going to play there.
Yep.
Do you have the L's down ready for the Yum Center? I mean, I know that don't look at Deb over here. Just look at me. Like, do you have the like L's down ready for when we go to the Yum Center?
Oh yeah, not for sure. It's always L's down. I say so. No matter where we at, I'm always having
L's down. All right. We always like to ask people who've been here, what's your favorite spot to eat at in Lexington?
Like just quick meal or like
whatever. Like whatever. If I'm saying to you, you got somebody coming in town, you're like, I'm gonna take you to 2 restaurants. Where are you going?
Jeff Ruby's for sure, and probably Malone's.
So you like to dress up and get the steak thing, right?
I wouldn't say like I dress up to go there, but like I like their food. It's very.
What about something quick? What about like I got to go out? Where are you going?
Probably hit up Cane's or Chipotle for sure.
So you're a Cane's Chipotle guy.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let Ryan Lemon ask one question. Go for it, Ryan.
I'm going to ask you off the court stuff. I've always said one of the greatest thrills in life is to be a dad. I'm the only dad here in the group. What's it like for you being a young dad, having to juggle college, juggle playing, and what's your favorite thing to do with your kid?
Oh yeah, just me becoming a dad. I feel like it's matured me. I say helped me grow up faster, and just being around him. It's just always brings me joy. But favorite thing to do with him, I say, is probably take him to the park because he likes to run around a lot. Like yesterday, it was great weather here, so we took him to the park.
How old is he?
1.5.
1.5. What's his name?
Akari.
Akari.
Yeah,
Akari. Akari.
Yeah.
All right,
he was at the Oklahoma game when he broke out.
I saw that.
That was a big part of it.
That was a big part of it. Where you were trying to like show out a little bit.
Yeah, nah, for sure. When he's there, I feel like I'm just playing for him. So just doing it all for him, I'll say.
Well, I have to tell you, I mean, you were a ton of fun to watch this season. I think the thing that I like the most about is the joy that you play with and the excitement that you play with. I'm sure when you came here, you heard. Tell me what you heard about Kentucky basketball, and now that you've experienced for a year, when someone asked Brandon Garrison, what is Kentucky basketball like, what would you say?
Yeah, just what I first heard was, just a picture where all the games sold out. Kentucky fans go ask for pictures wherever you go.
Is that annoying? Because you can't hide because you're tall.
I wouldn't say it's annoying, but like sometimes it can get like. But what I'll tell like somebody who asked me, it's just like they show a lot of love. Every game gonna be sold out, and they're diehard fans out here. So just take advantage of it and meet as many people as you can.
A lot of people don't realize. No offense to where you came from. There's a lot of schools that don't get the crowds. When you know that every time you run out there, that arena is going to be full. What's that like as a player?
It's just special. I feel like it just makes you want to get out there more, and just excited for the game, because I came from a crowd where it wasn't like that, and some games could like, you got to have your own energy. But I feel like just having the stands packed out, they bring the energy for you, so you're ready. Right when you step out on the floor.
Do you feel like, one of the dudes you played against could be the number 1 pick? You feel like you could take Cooper Flagg, like if it's 1-on-1, just, you think you got him if it happens? Because he might go first in the draft.
No, yeah, for sure. I'll say I could take 1-on-1. I ain't going to say I'm going to lose to anybody, but yeah.
Yeah, that's good. We were in Seattle with that comeback against Gonzaga. That's my favorite win of the year. Kentucky fans packed Seattle, packed Atlanta for Duke, go on the road. What's it like in all those environments to just see Big Blue Nation everywhere?
Yeah, no, for sure. Just seeing them out there, because I didn't know like they would travel all the way to Atlanta, Seattle and stuff. But just seeing them out there, I feel like they helped us get that dub out there, both in Atlanta and Seattle. So,
well, it's great having you. Good luck on next year. I'm sure we'll talk to you again. Let me know where I can get that necklace, because I got to step up my fashion game. Brandon Garrison, thank you very much. Appreciate the time. We'll take a break. Be right back. This is KSR.